Hi readers, Lee here. Welcome to #Saturday Snacks. And I tell you, I have gone back and forth over the past week on whether to do this video or not. I usually prefer to do my videos in advance, but tomorrow's Saturday, today's Friday, and I finally just said, what the hell? I still don't know if people like these, but we'll go ahead and knock one out. I have some ideas about actually cooking and then using a picture, which is not going to happen today, but I'm not ready for that. Also, if I sound a little irritated, it's because I'm hangry, and as soon as I am done with this, I'm taking myself out to eat. And prepping for this video has not helped whatsoever because now I'm really hangry. Anywho, today I want to talk about Gordon Ramsay. And Gordon gets a bad rep because of Hell's Kitchen and some of the characters that he plays on TV. But if you watch him, aside from Hell's Kitchen or some of his other, more aggressive characters that he plays, he's really a good chef, and he seems to be an all-around good guy. I enjoy watching his cooking shows, the ones that were originally aired on the BBC, and I have a fantastic story to tell, not about Gordon Ramsay himself, but about his Michelin-starred, I don't know how many it has, restaurant in London, the one on Royal Hospital Road. And although he personally wasn't there for this, it is a reflection of his name and his ethics. So, a million years ago, when my nephews were young, my sister, nephews, and I went for Christmas to London. And I had made reservations for us, I don't remember what night, for the Gordon Ramsay restaurant on Royal Hospital Road. It was our first time that I remember going to a Michelin-starred restaurant. And so we were really, we were all dressed up. The boys had suits on. We were really a little bit, I don't know if we were apprehensive or not. I don't remember. But we were excited. We went to the restaurant. We had our meals. The kids by that point were, used to traveling with us. So they weren't asking for a kiddie menu. On one, not this trip, but on a trip either around the same time, my youngest nephew, who was still in elementary school at best, we stopped somewhere and he went, well, for my first course, so that's kind of how we raised the kids when we were traveling, is, fine dining. But at the end of the meal, the maitre d' came and invited us back into the kitchen. And I wish it was today. I was still really shy back then, but we got to go back into the kitchen. We got to ask questions. We got to look at what they were doing. It was a fantastic experience. I don't know why they chose us, but it made us feel special. The food was delicious. I got the venison there, and it is to this day, I still remember it, and it's like the benchmark of what I want when I go out to eat. So, we're talking cookbooks, and I have 4 Gordon Ramsay cookbooks that I could find, and I'm going to rate them from what the fuck was I thinking to I'm glad I have this. Anyway, so what the fuck was I thinking? Gordon Ramsay's Healthy, Lean, and Fit. I am not ever aspiring to be healthy, lean, and fit. I'd like to be all those things, but not, there's very little in here that when I went through this, I found appealing. However, there is a duck breast recipe with braised fennel and orange gremolata. I love duck breast. Why did I buy this? I don't know. Maybe I'll make this watermelon, feta, and mint salad. I don't know. I think I was just... Maybe I thought I was going to be healthy, lean, and fit. Anywho. But still, love Gordon Ramsay. And I will take a look at that at some point in the future. I say that quite a bit. The next one I bought actually has... No, it does not. Never mind. That's the one after this. This is Gordon Ramsay in the Heat of the Kitchen, I probably bought this when I was watching Hell's Kitchen a lot and when I was watching MasterChef because I really love, love, love Gordon Ramsay. Let's see. And in this book, there is a filet mignon with wild mushrooms recipe that I'd love to try. It looks really good. There's a roasted tomato soup that I've tagged for some reason. I have probably 7,000 recipes for tomato soup, roasted and otherwise. I tabbed a recipe for fried duck eggs with asparagus. Why? Why did I do this? I mean, I can make fried eggs of any type. Duck, quail, chicken, whatever. Ooh. This looks good. Chocolate and tiramisu parfait. And then the last thing that I tabbed in here was a chilled plum soup. And I do not know what I was thinking when I tabbed that because on the next page, no picture, but there's a pear sorbet that looks really, really good. But a chilled plum soup, oh. This is why I tabbed it. That actually does look really good. Hold on. Oh, so that swirl right there is chilled yogurt in a squeezable plastic bottle and squeezed into a spiral on top of the soup. Now I totally understand. What is plum season? It doesn't say. It doesn't say, but I'm going to find out, and maybe I will cook me some chilled plum soup. However, okay, so the next book, this is the what the fuck one, I think. This is the one that contains the free DVD, which has exclusive footage of Gordon Ramsay cooking at home. This is Gordon Makes It Easy, 100 sophisticated but simple recipes. And again, remember that I'm hangry. So the first thing I have tabbed is something called salmon cookery. I guess that's what it's called. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's salmon. Cut the salmon into chunks. Cook your rice. You haven't cooked the salmon yet. You've heated up some olive oil, add some tomatoes, boil the eggs. What? We've got boiled eggs? I don't know what this is. You're adding stock to the rice. I don't know what it is. I know I'm irritated. And it does not sound appealing to me at all. I'm sure it is appealing. I mean, it's Gordon Ramsay, so it's got to taste better than it looks. But I don't know what I was thinking when I tabbed that. That's like a lot of work for very little reward. The next thing I've got tabbed is a tortilla wrap with chicken and avocado. And I could have really come up with this on my own with any... He's making his chicken, but, you know, rotisserie, whatever. Next thing I have tabbed is a macaroni cheese with blue cheese and mushrooms. What was I thinking? That doesn't look good for me. Good to me. Roasted cod and tomatoes. That actually does look good. And if I can't... Why is there only one page for that? Sometimes I really like the way he describes cooking, and sometimes, like when I'm hangry, it's not a fit for me. That's all that I have tabbed in here. I've not looked at the DVD. I haven't had to find this book. But I will have to give it another look-see because I bought it for a reason. It could be I have a buying addiction. I I'm also a little upset because I thought I had 4 lamb shanks in my freezer, but turns out I only have 2. And that's, again, a lot of work for a very, very little bit of meat. So I have to think about that. Anywho, that is not the point. I went and got all this stuff to cook because I thought I had at least 4 lamb shanks, but I don't. And I got all the stuff to cook this lamb shanks with, inspired by Gordon Ramsay, by the way, lamb shanks with a pomegranate glaze, and now I just have 2 lamb shanks. Rude. Anywho, finally, Gordon Ramsay's Ultimate Cookery Course, as seen on Channel 4. And you can find this on other channels as well, on the internet, on the YouTube. I got YouTube TV. It is sometimes on Tastemade or Recipe TV. That is Gordon Ramsay's Ultimate Cookery Course, and I love that show. It is really good. I've got nothing in this book tabbed at all, but I've watched the show enough that I really want to take a look at this and maybe try to figure out something good to cook, and I also have to figure out what to do about that about those lamb shanks. There's a roasted squash hummus in here that looks nice. That actually does look nice. Now I'm really hungry. Pan-fried duck breast with blackcurrant sauce. And that's a challenge here. Where am I going to find... Oh, you can use jam. Blackcurrant jam. Where I guess you can get that on Amazon. So some of these are very British, and that's fine. You can sub, like red mullet. I don't recall ever seeing that around here, but I could find a red mullet fish with, or something similar to that, and use this sweet chili, this crust, and the sweet chili sauce, and get the flavors that he uses. Because there are some things that are just more available in Europe than here. Anywho, this is what I almost went with tonight, was the pan-fried scallops with the crunchy apple salad. But, again, I'm taking myself out to dinner tonight because I got too hangry. Anywho, that is all for me. I still don't know if I'm going to keep up the Saturday snacks and the cookbook hauls. I would really love to hear some feedback if you made it this far and made it through my hangry ramblings. If you'd still like to continue. If not, I may put them aside and maybe bring them back in the new year. Maybe not. I don't know. That is it for me. Happy reading and happy cooking, if that's what you do.